Welcome to Zwemer Theological Seminary. It's good to see you. We're looking at Dietrich Bonhoeffer's book, The Cost of Discipleship. He writes it was to be had at a low cost, yet the Church of Rome did not altogether lose their earlier vision. It is highly significant that the Church was astute enough to find room for the monastic movement to prevent it from lapsing into schism. Here on the outer fringe of the Church was a place where the older vision was kept alive. Here men still remember that grace costs, that grace means follow Christ. Here they left all they had for Christ's sake and endeavoured daily to practice his rigorous commands. Thus monasticism became a living protest against the secularization of Christianity and the cheapening of grace. But the Church was wise enough to tolerate this protest and to prevent it from developing into its logical conclusion. It thus succeeded in revitalizing it, even using it in order to justify the secularization of its own life. Monasticism was represented as an individual achievement which the mass of the laity could not be expected to emulate. By thus limiting the application of the commandments of Jesus to a restricted group of specialists, the Church evolved the fatal conception of the double standard, a maximum and a minimum standard of Christian obedience. Whenever the Church was accused of being too secularized, it could always point to monasticism as an opportunity of living a higher life within the fold and thus justify the other possibility of a lower standard of life for others. And so we get the paradoxical result that monasticism, whose mission was to preserve in the Church of Rome the primitive Christian realization of the costliness of grace, afforded conclusive justification for the secularization of the Church. By and large, the fatal error of monasticism lay not so much in its rigorism, though even here there was a good deal of misunderstanding of the precise content of the will of Jesus, as in the extent to which it departed from genuine Christianity by setting up itself as the individual achievement of a select few, and so claiming a special merit of its own.